What did you hope to accomplish over the last couple of days with the day off, and what's it going to mean to the guys tonight?
Yeah, unique spot in our schedule. We get 2 full practices, so we're able to detail some things out a little more than usual, which is a luxury this time of year. But for me, it's going to be about us, our start again, playing the right way, establishing a forecheck, being on top. For whatever reason, these unique schedule where you're going East Coast, West Coast, back East Coast you play, and then you have 3 days between games. I'm going to try to avoid the XL a little bit and have us on the top of our game.
I didn't see Soderblom out there. Haven't seen him on the ice. Where's he at?
Great question, because I wouldn't say frustration's the word, but he truly is a day-to-day. Every day we expect him to skate with a lower body injury, and then we get here again this morning. He's unable to skate. So, still day-to-day. There will be a day coming up here. He's going to skate. Now we're into that 2-3 week time where. He'll probably need some time, practice skating, to be ready to play, especially in the National Hockey League.
And what about Haig?
Haig's he's available to us. I know he's been dealing with an upper body injury that's hampered him all year long. Part of the ton of block shots he did for his teammates beginning of the year. He is having nagging, but he's available to us. It's just, I think, where our D have been playing right now, and we're winning. We'll probably stick with the same decor.
I know you said it's focusing on you, but what does this Nashville team bring? A Nashville team that has struggled on the road this season.
Yeah, I didn't even know they struggled. I just look at them as a whole. Yeah. It's a Western Conference perennial playoff team. They'll be a playoff team again this year. You look at the lineup, and it's a really good deep team. No real holes. It's just another really good opponent. On paper, projections within the season, a better team, a more deep team, just a huge challenge for us. So we're going to have to check them. And if we give some of their skill, time, and space, it could be an uncomfortable night for us.
And then at some point you talked about 5-on-5 play earlier in the season just not being where you wanted it to be. But on the road trip, you go to San Jose and all 7 goals are even strength, and then power play is also good. What improvements have you seen 5-on-5?
Offensively, just I think getting to the hard areas. All of our 5-on-5 goals have looked very similar. Either there's a middle lane drive in there, or bodies at the net where we had a screen or a rebound, or it's a puck to the net, we recover it, and we had some more extended zone time. So those are things we were trying to emphasize. A lot of emphasis on our team defense early on. And I don't want to think, or I don't want it to go easy on the guys in that we may have sacrificed a little offense for our team defensive play, because I think that's a cop-out. But there may have been a little of that where guys have been so committed to our team defense. So now we start to get some habits. Hopefully we can get our 5-on-5 offense come around also.
Hey Derek, what's the challenge for you in comparing this year's team to last year's team when you and some of your staff weren't here last year? Like, how do you evaluate progress when the baseline for that progress was set when you weren't here?
Yeah, that is a really good question, because they had a really good start last year. Not much different than the start we've had, after 14, 15 games. Credit to Jeff Blashill and his staff. And we played in Tampa. We played Detroit early on, and they were a really good team, structured. There was not much space against them. So I don't think there's much comparison to last year. Just the season got away from them due to injury, where they were in the standings, and Eastern Conference playoff standings that just got away. You could see 8 teams were going to have 100-plus points. You could see that around the new year, which is a tough task to chase. So I really think it's probably about ourselves. We want to be a better team defense team, and we've shown signs of doing that. So great question, because obviously we had some struggles as a team last year, but I really think it's just judging ourselves on ourselves this year.
Does that gap in the East feel a little bit tighter this year? No.
You can see the projection. You're still looking at 8, 9, 10 teams projecting 100 points. I got this question beginning of the year. how realistic is the playoffs? And my answer then and still now, it's not so much even a reality of where we are, it's a reality of where this conference is at. So it's just one of those, if we were in the West, we might be having a different conversation, which is no one's fault. It's just the reality of it. So, yeah, it's exactly why we don't look at playoffs as a goal or a reality. I think our goals are still the same. Improve our team defense and play meaningful games as late into the season as we can. What does that look like? We'll see.
Along those same lines, a lot of people measure where you're at Thanksgiving as to who gets into the playoffs, who doesn't traditionally. What are your thoughts on the first quarter and at Thanksgiving, where you stand and what you're seeing?
Yeah, we're in that meaningful game spot. I know it's early, but it's all you can ask. We're playing meaningful games even now. So I'm not a really big believer in the American Thanksgiving, even though I know the numbers play itself out. But I think it's different. One, just the reality of what we talked about, the Eastern Conference. I mean, it's probably going to take 100-plus points to make the playoffs in the East. And where we're at, I think we're realistic where we're at, too. We sat in this spot my last 4 years in Tampa, and if we were in the same spot, I was very comfortable. The American Thanksgiving, the Tampa Bay Lightning, we're going to get a playoffs. We were too talented. It's the reality of 82 games. That's not us right now. We're going to keep, hopefully, incrementally getting better. And again, we just want to play meaningful games as late as we can into the season.
Should be a lot of energy in the building tonight, with tomorrow being the holiday. What's your message to the fans out there at Thanksgiving?
Well, this is new for me. I'm excited about this. This Thanksgiving's a big deal here. And, between the parade, obviously the football game, we've had the tradition of playing on Wednesday. Obviously, we're starting a homestand. It's exciting. We throw the Michigan State, Ohio State. I mean, this is a great place to be. My family's coming in. I'm going to be part of it. No different message to the fans. I just think it's a message to our group. We've talked about the importance of home ice, how home ice can be an advantage. And obviously, I don't know the exacts. Who's the media numbers guy right now? What is our record at home?
The record at home is 5-2-2.
5-2-2. Slow. That's a good group effort by the media.
It's right here.
For having a lot of answers. That was a pretty slow. But with that said, we are in a good spot now because we're winning at home. We take home ice very serious. Is it realistic? I mean, we got pumped by the Rangers. We got pumped by New Jersey at home, but we've asked our guys to take home ice real serious, and so far this year they've done that.
And what's your favorite side dish you're looking forward to digging into tomorrow?
I just like it. So my family tradition, I love pecan pie. And it's our family. For whatever reason, there was a pecan shortage one year. There was the Denver, Colorado elevation, screwed one up in the oven. And I think my wife purposely skips out. It's always a family tradition now and whether we're going to get the pecan pie. So I love all side dishes, but our family and our tradition, we have a lot of fun, is whether a pecan pie is going to show up in the Lalonde place. So I'm still looking forward to that adventure going forward.
Awesome.
Family coming to the game tonight?
Yep, whole crew's coming in. Pretty
Cool.
excited about that.